Ladies and gentlemen, Pokemon Go is about to get shinier. There's a lot going on in the game. They're doing a little bit of a shakeup. I don't know if it's because of Scopely or because the Pokemon Company wanted to do this, but there's a lot going on. It's very exciting. We're just gonna gab about it for a little bit. First of all, it's basically surrounding the new season, which is called Memories in Motion, and it's kind of starting to signal towards the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So it's some pretty exciting stuff. And then in the next season, the summer/winter, if you're on the other side of the hemisphere or other side of the world, that season's going to be the 10th anniversary of Pokemon Go, July 6th. So this is a big year for Pokemon in general. Okay, so let's just talk about the seasonal bonuses real quick, and then we'll go into the really nitty-gritty stuff that's really exciting. So for Memories in Motion, the following bonuses will occur all season long. For trainers levels 31 and above, will receive 1 guaranteed Candy XL when trading Pokemon in person, 1 additional candy when trading Pokemon in person, increased XP for a 7-day Pokemon Pokestop spin streak, and increased XP and Stardust for 7-day Pokemon catch streak. So anyway, getting past that, just going all the way up to the really cool stuff. Okay, so updates to Pokemon Go events. There's going to be a Pokemon Go event pacing that is adjusted to a more regular schedule. So it's going to be a little more predictable. We're not going to be questioning times or days. It's going to be from a specific day to a specific day every time it happens. And hopefully it's still every week. I personally don't feel too excited about playing the game when there's not an event going on, unless they would need to really shake up how the game works to get that, to get it so we're not so event focused. But right now the events are really what's keeping the game going. Also, Pokemon Go weekend events will move to Saturdays local time, and Pokemon Go events will move away from paid tickets to event Go passes. That doesn't mean you're not going to have to pay for some of the extra stuff. As we've been seeing lately, the Go passes, the Go Pass Deluxe, which is typically like an $8 thing or a $15 thing if it's a live event like Go Tour, that's going to be implemented in the game a lot more. And I think it's something that works. I do think they've been raising their prices pretty steadily over the last few years. It's getting a little too pay to play in some cases, but it's better than the event ticket every time, I think. Because then you include extra bonuses, extra encounters. There's just more rewards involved, I think. And then also later this season, trainers will have access to an in-game event calendar with the latest information. So I don't know what that is, but we'll see. Okay, so we also have something very new starting with this season, Memories in Motion. It's called Daily Discoveries. Starting with Memories in Motion, different days of the week will include a daily discovery experience. These will be active between 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. local time unless otherwise stated. So they took away a few things, but they've added a lot. So on Sundays, that'll be called Double Time Sunday, Incense Lure Modules, Glacial Lure Modules, etc., etc., etc. Activated on Sunday will last up to twice as long. On Mondays, that'll be called Fast Track Monday. You'll have 2 times Go points from past tasks for both monthly and event Go passes. We'll also continue Max Monday, where power spots will refresh more frequently and include 1 specific Pokemon. And on Mondays, you're going to have more power spots activated, so that's nice. So instead of it actually being 6 to 7 p.m., it's going to be from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. every Monday, where there's more max battles going on, so that's nice. Tuesdays, which typically includes Spotlight Hour, is not being shown here. We have something called Showcase Tuesday, which Pokestop showcases will be active on Tuesdays, featuring up to 20 different categories. And that's all we got going on Tuesday. That's all that's listed. I think that means that Spotlight Hour is gone, which is a shame because that was always something that got people out. Wednesday, Raid Hour. Raid bosses for 5-star raids and mega raids will rotate at the start of the day each week, and raid hours will continue to feature the 5-star raid bosses between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. local time. So the raid hour will just be that 1 hour. Thursday is called Go Battle Thursday, and you get up to 4 times Stardust from win rewards. That's not including the end of set rewards, and the maximum number of sets you can play per day will increase from 5 to 10, a total of 50 battles. Then on Friday, you have Friendship Friday, up to 2 special trades on Friday, increased chance of lucky trade for any trade, up to 10% off for Stardust on trades, and 2 guaranteed Candy XL from trades for trainers levels 31 and up. So, some good stuff, some stuff, like I really will miss Spotlight Hours, so that's gonna be a shame. Now, the big part of this shakeup is going to be all about shiny Pokemon. More Pokemon can be shiny in Pokemon Go with this new season, which is so fun. It's going to reinvigorate the game. People are gonna be clicking spawns a whole lot more because those middle and upper tier evolutions, as long as they have a shiny release in the game, you can encounter them in the wild now. So for example, if you see a Nidorino in the wild, which is the middle evolution between Nidoran male and Nidoking, you can actually encounter it as a shiny Pokemon now. Further, even more than that, any Pokemon rescued from Team Go Rocket that has made its shiny debut can also be shiny if you're lucky. Trainers will have an increased chance of rescuing shiny Pokemon from Team Go Rocket leaders in Giovanni compared to grunts, which that last part, that's always been. The grunts have always been a little harder to get shinies from, but that basically means if any Pokemon has had a shiny release, so it works a lot like max battles. So if a Pokemon like a Bulbasaur, if it's had a shiny release in the game, then in a max battle, you can get it shiny as well. That's how they're treating rocket battles now. So that means like Ghastly can be shiny now. I mean, there are so many Pokemon that you can't get shiny that I wish that you can get shiny. Like even the middle evolutions, like the times when you get Kirlia, like that second Pokemon that you battle, like Kirlia or Nidorino or Haunter, like those can be shiny now. That's pretty wild and a lot of fun. That's gonna really shake things up. So anyway, that's the really good stuff. That's the shakeup that's going to change the game. But back to some of the more seasonal stuff. We'll have special research for the mythical Pokemon Volcanion if you didn't encounter it only. But if you did encounter it in the earlier event where you paid for it, you'll just get candy this time. So we also have the community days. March 14th is going to be Score Bunny. Yes. I have 2 100% Gmax Cinderace, one with the New Jersey background, and I'm so excited to put Blast Burn on those. Not that it helps with the actual Gmax transformation of that, but it completes it. Also, community days are gonna be on April 11th, May 9th, and then May 16th is gonna be a Community Day Classic. So yeah, that's, oh, and then of course the seasonal rotation is gonna be, so for your research breakthrough, you can encounter Gyarados, Honedge, Delmise, Sinistea, Duraludon, and Dreepy, and all of those but Dreepy can be shiny. So this is gonna be a good season. I'm super stoked that they're actually changing up the game. This is a quality of life update, in my opinion. This is gonna make things a lot more fun, a lot more seamless. Like, why would you have a Bulbasaur be shiny eligible in the wild, but not Ivysaur? Like, that makes no sense. So I'm glad that they're actually like revamping. If that shiny Pokemon, if that Pokemon has had a shiny debut, if, for example, like Ralts, or like now you can see Kirlia in the wild. Like, it's just, it's pretty nice. Very, very good quality of life. Anyway, what do you think of the new update? I'm stoked. I don't think there really is a negative there. I'm really stoked about the Shadow Shinies. There are so many things that can be shiny now. That just opens up the whole world. It's one of my favorite mechanics of the game, Shadows. They're just so flexible, they're cool, they do so much of the game, they really shake it up. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.